What is going on, guys? Where do we start? We are in Bali right now. So it's the third week. Yes, it's the third week. Unbelievable. It's the third week in Bali, and I've just started this film, which I said to everyone I was going to start a lot earlier. But guess what? We ran into complications with our work, our business, and so obviously I had to attend to that first. I know it looks like I was like going and eating everywhere and training, everything was fine. I like doing that. I like pretending that everything's all right. It's not all right, but so yeah, but here we are. So I finally got down to it. It was actually over the weekend. I was just like, I need to get this done. Otherwise I'm never going to start. And I've already been here for like 3 weeks, already a month, you know? So here we are. I woke up this morning, so it's early in the morning at the moment. And I start today. There's literally no plan to what I'm be doing. The only thing that I will be trying to do, yeah, there's loads of those everywhere here, and there's like geckos the size of like they're fucking dinosaurs. When we arrived, actually, we hired some bikes. There was 2 of us on one of these mopeds, and we had to go through a fucking flood, like a river bit. Crazy. But look, the main thing I want to do is this whole thing is to show you how we've got everything set up, how we are working remotely, and how we've scaled our business to basically allow us to do whatever we kind of want. Whatever we want, you know, within the parameters of how much we're making, our time, and so on. But I thought it was just time for that because I had a lot of people asking me like, could you help me with certain things? How do you do this and this, that? And I just want to show my experience of how things are going and be as like crude as possible. I don't gain anything from doing this. I find it quite fun, but apart from that, I'm not going to gain anything from doing this. But I think it will be helpful for people that do want to see that it's possible to go and do your own thing on the side. It is possible to go and make something out of what you love and what you're really good at. You know, you don't have to go and work in an institution. You don't have to. I did that. I went to uni. I did a master's. I did all the stuff to get into finance, try to get into investment banking. I did the internships for mergers and acquisition, and I was not at the top purely because my heart wasn't in it. I started doing this and I thought it was like Wolf of Wall Street with all the ties and fancy banquets and stuff. I didn't even go to any of the top league investment banks at all. Didn't even make those, but it's not. It's Excel sheets and someone who, like for me has a background with weights and lots of influencing and all the gym stuff, all the gym videos I used to do, and now I do more fighting. So none of that, like it's not appealing to them. If anything, they kind of look at it badly and give you a highlight for it. So I just knew I was in the wrong space. And as soon as I started doing something on the side, takes off and start making money, and I was like, look, what do I actually want to do in life? Where do I want to actually be? And it's when you actually ask yourself that and you think, well, at the moment I'm being judged by people that have less knowledge than me in other spaces, and they would love to have that sort of knowledge, but I'm still at the bottom of the food chain for what I'm doing. You're in the wrong space. So look, so here we are, a little bit further down. That was like a year ago. Now I'm here. So yeah. The idea for me is basically to show you guys everything I'm doing. I'm actually going to go in depth into like a lot of the systems and automations we have working with clients, for ourselves. It'll probably work like we basically do it for every type of niche, every type of industry. And now we get to choose who we're working with, which is pretty cool. And whilst I'm doing that, I didn't want this channel to be like fully about like fitness and like gym and so on.